Fellas, welcome to another episode of The Lions Den, and ladies, welcome to another episode of The Lions Den.
What ladies? What ladies you talking about?
I said fellas, but you know we have female audiences as well.
Oh, less different is the ladies, but
Nah, I don't know what he trying. Normally he addressed just us.
Yeah.
And then the people. But he in his R&B mode today. Go ahead.
Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead, bro.
Do your thing.
So y'all didn't understand what I said?
Hell no.
We have
Where?
Don't worry about it.
not here.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Whatever, man. My name is Damian Johnson.
Say you don't. I feel dread to be. One and only Keno Bino.
Devin Lee.
I see we only 49 seconds into the show and y'all got jokes. Let's get a round of applause for the Lions Den.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
That audio effect.
We got sound effects.
Yeah.
Oh man, fellas, we got two interesting topics to talk about today, man. The first one, we're gonna get it from three different perspectives. Keno, you're currently married. Devin,
Hopefully by the end of the show, I'm still married.
Devin recently divorced, and I've never been married, so I think this first topic, we're gonna get right into it. This first topic should be an interesting one. And maybe I can learn something from y'all, so whenever I do get married, you know, I could approach it the right way. So the first topic, the first question is, what's the number one reason that marriages fail? Who want to go first?
Go ahead, Devin, since you're a fan.
Why y'all?
No, I don't mean like that. I mean since it didn't work out for you. Like, go ahead, bro. My bad, yo.
But the fact that y'all both looked at me.
I didn't mean it like that, bro. My bad, yo.
All right. You know, whatever. Communication, man. Communication got to be big. Got to be big. You know, a lot of miscommunication, a lot of just failure to communicate. All of that, man, is a really big factor into why a lot of marriages fail, and then you wind up, you know, at the end of it's like, oh, we should have talked about this, or you bring it up at the end because you feel comfortable now, y'all not together, and then it's like, well, you should have told me, I didn't know, and you was like, well, I did tell you. Communication and listening too, because we could be pretty stubborn, just like women can be stubborn, and we don't listen to each other out of frustration, out of, you know, wanting to get our point across only, you know what I mean? And then once we're out of the situation, you know, if you're able to be mature and have that conversation, you realize that, hey, you know, I wasn't listening, or I did not communicate that in the beginning, or maybe we should have talked about this more in depth, or I thought you knew, you know what I mean? Because we married, I thought you knew you should know me type of deal. It's never you should know me. We are constantly getting to know our spouse, and we're constantly learning each other daily because we're constantly changing on a regular. We're not the same person. You when you married in year one, is not going to be the person that you're with year 10, 15, 20, you know, and vice versa. So I feel as though, like, communication is big, understanding, and the willing to want to learn periodically throughout the marriage on what your partner wants, what your partner needs, and what your partner's comfortable with. Because what he or she might have dealt with in the beginning or put up with in the beginning might not be something that she's willing to put up with 10 years or he willing to put up 10 years from now, because they've matured. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how I look at the situation.
Damn, that was a dope explanation.
Like that?
Give Devin a round of applause.
Yo, you know what's crazy? This man always want to mute me. I think we should take that shit away from him, bro.
I didn't move you. What you talking about?
He happy. He that shit always been there. He just found out today though.
Well, how did the mute button come out? I ain't mute you.
Nah, I mean episode after
No,
episode.
he in his
man,
feelings, that's
like,
all.
yo, we should mute him, yo. But
But Kino Bino, you're
I
still
mean,
married. But what do you think? Your
I'm still married because I'm afraid of my wife.
You a battered man?
What?
Are you a battered man? Do you get beat?
Brother, you have to be clear when you talk, because it never sound battered. Yes.
Battered. The
It
people
sound
know.
like the ERED was missing.
so what you thought he said?
Body.
Ask if you a baddie.
If I'm a baddie, I was like, bro, what the hell wrong with you, dog? No, but and don't quote me on this. I think just a little bit of what Devin said is to find out what makes each other tick, yo. Like, find out what that person like, what that person's into. Spice it up, like do some new shit. Cause at the end of the day, like you said, day one definitely not gonna be the same person like day 200 or day 365. So, just try not to get complacent, cause that's another thing. And man, sometimes let some shit go, dog. Like don't keep dwelling on shit.
Pride is a motherfucker.
But hold on, because you made a lot of valid points. But I need what's your one reason? What's the number one reason? He said communication.
Bro,
What
it
was
ain't no
yours?
damn one reason. This shit is hard. It's not no one reason, bro. You gotta. So people ain't perfect, but it's like your relationship gotta be perfect. Does that make sense? So you gotta do some weird and crazy shit.
But is there such a thing though?
They say opposites attract, bro. And
I don't believe that.
brother.
To a certain extent.
So my wife is like the total opposite of me. In
Yeah.
every aspect.
I believe that. I believe opposites attract.
Yeah, bro. Every
I believe it.
aspect.
I believe it because you can have an outgoing person and then an introvert, right?
But see,
And then that introvert will love to be outgoing, and that's what they find. That's like the biggest quality they find in their spouse, and they really like that because they really wish that they could be that way, and they find it really attractive.
That's who? The introvert, you said?
The introvert could find the outgoing person.
So what about
Really?
the person who's a pervert?
and you
That's
wonder
how
why
you got the mic muted.
you get muted.
Because you don't even know.
You wonder why. Where's the
You
mute
just
button?
picking words that just sound the same. God
And working
damn.
on synonym and antonym.
Stop my flow
Oh,
to
boy.
go to that dumbass shit.
Oh boy.
Hey.
So your number one reason is communication. I understand, and to your point, yes. I've never been married. We've all been in serious relationships. So
I'd
It
say,
is
wait,
hard.
I'd say my number one,
Uh-huh.
why marriages fail,
uh,
I'd say finances, bro.
mm.
That
Ooh.
plays. Love,
Ooh.
it don't matter how good you drop that D, bro. That shit can't pay the bills.
This is true.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
Right.
saying? So I think my number one why marriages will fail would be finances.
I'm gonna say trust.
Trust?
Because
This man over here on his Trey Songz
That-
shit like trust.
That's what he think because he the only one at the table.
When- nah, because I mean, communication is very important. Facts. I totally agree with everything you said. But since you already took that one, I got your ass. Yeah.
You what? What the hell? What's going on, bro? We gonna be hearing this shit all night,
Yeah.
yo. All night.
First of
The
all,
whole podcast.
let me make something clear. Nobody got my ass. I don't know what this man is on.
Damn, yo.
No, but trust though. I mean, without trust, it's like a 1A, 1B type thing. You got to communicate in order to develop trust. And you got to trust what the person's telling you is legit. You get what I'm saying?
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
If you think the trust is broken, can it ever get back to where it was?
I think it depends on what the situation is. If it's, which I think is the typical thing, infidelity. If it's the first time and the person's willing to communicate and do the work to regain your trust, because I think that's where a lot of people go wrong. They apologize, but they don't really realize that just apologizing isn't fixing it. You got to do the work to regain one's trust, because at a point they're gonna question everything you do.
Remember last time we talked about, I think it was last episode, he's singing at your job. This is the same guy that's coming to your job with the boombox singing. So
Okay.
he gonna do the work
I'm gonna
to
put in
get
the
the
work.
trust
Correct.
back. He gonna, yeah.
Correct.
So
But I think you just have to put in the work. Now, is that guaranteed? Nah. Just like the boombox situation. Just because you go above and beyond to try to win somebody back don't mean you're going to get them back. But you
you
can't.
get her fired.
Huh? But at least when it's all said and done, you know you tried everything to regain someone's trust. It just they weren't able to move past whatever transgressions you did.
You made a valid point, and this is why I said, do you ever think it can get back to where it was?
So to answer the question, yes.
Yeah, it
Depending on what the
things can get
transgression is.
repaired, and it
And
actually
it
could
could
get
be
better.
better, yeah.
Because you'll both learn from it, and you'll both do some self reevaluating. You'll reset as a person, and then you'll move accordingly in a relationship, and you'll come together after you talk about it. Y'all have that hard conversation that men hate to have with their wife, huh?
What?
The conversation of when your wife or your girl sit you down and they want to talk and they want to hash out everything.
We need to talk.
Yeah, we need to talk.
What movie is this?
No, that ain't no movie.
So I
ain't
can
no
go
movie.
home and watch it.
First of all,
Ain't
don't
no
act like
movie.
don't
Nope.
act like your heart don't drop when you don't see that text message come through.
Fuck up the next time.
we
You're going
need
to
to
see the
talk.
movie. The movie going to be at your house.
No, but I'm saying, you say it can go back to where, and better.
It
Yeah,
can.
it can.
What movie is this? Because clearly I need to go home and watch. This shit ain't real life, bro.
Listen.
Trust? Nah, bro.
So you don't think trust can be repaired?
Maybe in about 100 years?
But are you willing to put in the work though? That's the thing.
It's going to take time. It depends on what you did, too,
Exactly.
champ.
That's what I said.
For how long you going to put in the work? For the rest of your
As
life?
long as it takes.
For the rest of your life. What if
As
it
long
takes
as it-
the rest of your life?
Okay.
You got to ask yourself that question. What if it takes the rest of your life? You got to put in that work. You got to be willing to put in that work. And the woman will come back around once she see that progress being made. Or
Bruh. At some point,
you know how women change their mind all the time.
but listen,
And
you
it's
think
bound to happen.
you think that in the back of her head she's not gonna bust you outside your head with this shit for what you did?
Oh,
Nah,
it's
bruh.
stored in the files. Trust me, it's stored back there. But you have to do enough to make sure that nobody digs that woman is not digging in them archives.
Right.
That's it.
You
It's
can't.
always-
it's
it's
a,
always
it's
back
a
there.
woman's instinct to always bring up the past.
But what if she's
Always.
No, so I've seen situations where I've watched videos on.
There you go, videos.
No, I'm talking about YouTube where people give their stories, where people tell their stories about
Real life testimonies.
right, where they've been through stuff and they were able to forgive the person and it brought them closer together as a result. Because whoever did what to them. Listen, bro, I ain't saying it's easy. Again, I've never been married, so I don't know how easy
Bruh,
it is.
Listen,
Especially
I
when
get
you gotta
what
look
you're
at that
saying.
person every day.
Because you always going to feel like, depending on what it is, you always going to feel like you're in a doghouse. And things are always, you're going to see brighter days and you're going to see darker days. I mean, when you get into the next biggest argument, yeah, women will throw it back up in your face. You know what I mean? Female comedians make jokes about it. You know what I mean? So
You just got to be able to deal with it.
you just got to be able to deal with it. That's just something
Example.
and just we ain't found a loophole to throw something up in their goddamn face. Because we just simple ass creatures. We just, move on.
Right.
We don't want to bring up, we don't want to
Well,
rehash
nah.
the past.
I don't know if
We don't want to do none of that.
I don't know if we can move on because if I know with us,
Well, it
If our
depends on what
chicks,
it is.
yeah,
No, it depends on what it
if
is.
your lady cheat on you, but that's hard to move on from.
Yeah, it's
Infidelity is hard to move on from. We know this. That's why we're both saying it depends on
Depending
what
on
the
what it
situation
is.
is.
Okay.
Because the example I want to give, if you cheat, right, and you're working past it, it's still you're 2 months past it. The moment she said, "Where you at?" and your response is something other than exactly where you are, now you just open back that door to cause her to question if you out here doing dirt again. You get what I'm saying? Like, where you at? Damn, why you got to question me? You leaving her to think and gather her own conclusions. And then when she come home, you probably gonna get hit with you probably was at that chick house and all this other stuff.
Yo, side note on that though. How do y'all feel? And this don't have nothing to do with being married. It's just relationship in general. You with a girl, you with your girl, whether it's your girlfriend or your wife. And you on the phone, you get off the phone, you chopping it up with Keno, and your girl hit you with who was that? How you feel about that? How you feel about where you was at? The question, where were you? Who is that?
I mean, I've never,
As a man, how you on your phone?
I don't have a problem answering that question.
You have no problem answering?
I've
Keno?
never had that issue. I
Ain't
mean,
got
I may
no-
say
ain't got
something
no
slick,
problem.
like if we have that. Anybody that you date, they gonna know that we clowns. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna
Right.
joke around. So when I get off the phone, who was that? You a little nose, ain't you? You know what I'm saying? Like I'll make.
But they
say
still
something
want to
slick.
answer.
And
Yeah.
if it's something that I see is gonna turn into an argument, then yeah, I'm gonna answer the question because it's like it's not that serious.
Right.
But I don't have a problem answering and saying who it was. I've never had
Me
that issue.
neither.
Okay.
Even if I gotta make some shit up, but I ain't got an issue.
So yeah, it's gonna
Well,
be.
see, exactly.
All
That
right.
goes into
Fuck around if you want to. What the thing said? Fuck around and find out.
Not only that, your mom upstairs be like, "Who's that? My mother." Like, what? She
Yo.
called you from upstairs?
And we do think like we think quick but stupid. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Your mom upstairs doing
Yeah.
laundry, stupid.
like
Now
she can't
who
walk
was it?
upstairs.
You know what I mean?
She called me from Mom, did you just call me?
Hey,
With the trembling in your voice.
to,
I ain't about to cry.
to your point, I'm gonna tell you a funny little story. Then we gonna move on to the next subject. Same thing in college.
He didn't have a good schooling. This
Listen.
Tallahassee just wasn't good for him.
No,
Nah.
it wasn't.
All
Bad
the
influence,
stories,
bro.
What?
Listen, so, you remember the little hot sausage that you get from the gas station?
Yeah.
No, brother.
Don't act.
No. Don't ask me about no sausage, dog.
Yeah, I remember. You used to
You
eat
know
them,
what
right? Yeah, I got
Yeah, you used to do what? Brother.
Let's move on. We'll get this story.
Nah, what
Not
wrong
only
with
that,
it?
this man said
Is
the
that the root-
sausage used to hot.
Is that the root of the point? Is that the point?
No, it's not.
No, brother, I can't do this show no more.
What happened with the hot sausage,
Should I
dog?
finish this?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
So she bought one and she ate half of it. And you know the little mini refrigerator that you keep in your room in college?
yeah.
She ate half of it and put it on top of the refrigerator. So to your point about we think quick and stupid, I came home from school the next day and it was still on top of the refrigerator. So I grabbed it.
This
Finish it.
This is where we go to commercial, bro. Like, let me
You grabbed it. No.
No, we
Listen,
taking a commercial break right now.
Damien always put himself in this position. He always got to see it through. Go ahead.
I trying to find
Man,
the right
just-
words.
You done already fucked up.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead. What you did with the sausage?
I ate it. Okay,
All
I ate
right.
the damn
All
sausage. I ate the damn sausage. So she come home from class, and then I guess she looking for it. So I'm outside sitting on the stoop with my homeboy, and she goes, "Did you eat my sausage?" I said, "Well, nah, it fell behind the refrigerator." Like she can't go upstairs and look behind the refrigerator. The point is, we think quick, but we think stupid as
Stupid.
shit.
So y'all fought. Wait a minute.
No, we ain't getting no
No,
argument.
hell
over it.
no. Yeah, you did.
No, we did. Well,
Oh, you ain't
actually, we
argue
did.
about a half
did,
or
we did.
day old
We did.
half eaten
We
sausage?
did. And now that I think about it, we did. She got mad because she was
Damn.
greedy. She was greedy. She was a greedy little. She, you know, women they don't want to share their food, but they'll pick from your food.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That could
she
be a
was-
whole nother show right there. You want something? No. Get the fries. Digging in your damn
Let me
bag.
get some.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I asked
So,
you.
just to wrap it up, you say the number one reason is communication. You say
Communication.
finances. And I say trust. I think those are three
Three big ones.
big ones.
Yeah.
I mean, if you had to rank them, I think, damn, it's tough, boy. Finances and the communication, boy. They all intertwine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all
Yeah.
intertwine. But you already know we want y'all feedbacks, man. So let us know what y'all think what the number one reason is for those married people out there. The second question: what's the hardest part of a relationship for men? Nobody. Okay.
Why y'all always looking? Why I always gotta
The
start
whole
first?
goddamn relationship.
Yeah.
I think
I'm gonna say,
it's.
you want to start?
Well, I always do.
Go ahead.
I think it's hardest part about a relationship for men. I think it's being attentive and paying attention to your woman's needs because they always change.
Mm.
You do have some simple women out here that they like, A, B, C, and there's just going to be A, B, and C for damn near forever. You know what I mean? Very simple. You just know. But I think the mass majority of women, as the time changes, they change. As the season, they see, you got seasonal women out here too.
Correct.
So you can't do everything that you did during the summer for the winter. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Depending on, but anyway, not to go into that, but I just think it's just being attentive and paying attention to your lady's needs and what she might be interested in.
That's a dope one. I like that. Round of applause.
Thank you.
You got some snappy responses, brother.
Like
I
that?
like it. I like it. You do too, guys. I forgot to give you a round of applause for the last one.
I didn't hear it though.
Go ahead.
All right.
Round of applause for Keno saying finances. Nah, this is his favorite right here. Go ahead, though.
On what?
This man wasn't paying attention.
Yes, I was. You
You got so caught.
what's
You
the,
threw
no, you
him
said
off with that.
You said what's the hardest part of the relationship for men?
Yeah.
My relationship perfect, bro. I love you, babe.
Working his way out the doghouse. Go ahead.
I know, but we know. Okay, exclude yourself. For other men, what do you think the hardest part is?
I would say probably just having a good discussion, because sometimes that
communication?
shit. Yeah, in a sense, but sometimes just having a good conversation, because
That's hard.
sometimes it
For some
depends on the type of woman you having the discussion with, because sometimes that shit go left real quick, turns into an argument, bro. And it's something so simple.
Okay.
Believe it or not, you just think about it. You say, all right, babe, what you want to eat?
Okay.
That's the favorite line right there.
Yeah.
And you be like, what you want to eat? Be like, I don't know. You be like, all right, let's go get Chinese. Man, you always get goddamn Chinese food. Every day you want Chinese food. I just asked you what you wanted to eat, though.
Are we talking about one of your examples?
No, for other
That shit sound like it happened.
no, for
yesterday.
other men out there. I'm just saying, what would be one of the hardest things for them to do in a relationship, or hardest thing? Yeah.
Nah, surprisingly, yeah. Though. Like when you look at the Caribbean culture, communication is lacking a lot of times, because
Communication strong.
and you can testify to this. Most Caribbean men don't like to be questioned. Where they going? What time you coming back? Who gonna be there? All that stuff.
It's the ego and the pride, man.
Yeah. So
We feel like if your woman questions you a lot, then
you're not a man.
and you have no control.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it is. If she questions you a lot, you have no control, bro. That's what it is.
Yeah. That's a dope one.
Wait, where you going? I'm a grown ass man. You don't say that later here though.
You think it, and then you go ahead and tell them.
Right.
She be like, yo, where you going? I'm a grown ass man. I'm going to the mall real quick, babe. I'll be right back.
You need something?
I'm gonna go with. It's not for all men, but I'm gonna go with being faithful.
I think this man has like somebody he knows that's watching the show. He's trying to impress him, dog. Like,
Nah,
He knows for a fact, like the person.
No,
he probably
man.
message him right now and be like, "Hey,
Wait, so that's the answer to your question?
Being faithful. And here's why I say that though. When you look at, we're outnumbered as men, right? Women outnumber us, and if you look at if you can articulate yourself, you carry yourself well, educated, and you have things going for you, bro. You like a kid in a candy store, like shooting fish in a barrel. It's whatever you want.
Unicorn.
You get what I'm saying? So it makes it that much more difficult, especially when you have that on your finger. Like, how many women approached you once you had that on your finger?
Oh,
more than
yeah.
when you didn't have it.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying?
That's true.
So it just makes it that much. And if they look good, we're gonna look. We're men. We're visual creatures. And Lord forbid they got a nice shape or something. It's gonna be that much more harder to.
Women do it too.
No, of course.
Yeah, women do
of
it
course,
too.
but they can control their better than we can. You
We
know?
stir.
Yeah.
I don't agree, bro. I don't look. I don't agree with you. Got my eyes on one woman only.
Sorry,
In
what
the
up?
doghouse. He
Yo.
deep in the dog.
Man,
He
go-
can't see the light.
What is like a
This is get out the doghouse episode for Keno right now.
facts? But yeah, I think for men it's just I'm not saying we can't do it. I think that's the hardest part is to turn down the amount of women that may throw themselves at us.
I do it all the time.
Hey, but yeah. As always, man, we want to know what y'all think. We want leave those comments. What are your thoughts? What's the hardest part for those men out there that are married, or not even if you're in a relationship period? Like, what's the hardest part of the relationship for y'all?
Women too. I like to hear the women's perspectives too. I mean, we'll handle
What you think
a
a
young
woman
lady
is
on at the table today.
What you
but
think it is for a woman? Putting up with our shit.
It kind of go along with communication, but yeah, probably having to tell us having to tell us the same shit over and over again. You know,
What you think?
I love you, babe.
I felt like that was probably his answer because he was like, "Well, goddamn."
Hey, boy, cuz let me see what we got for Keto over here, man.
What's wrong with this man, yo?
He won't play with his
It's
toys.
your moment, bro. Let me give you your camera.
Don't I feel straight to me?
That's not it.
What? Wait.
No, that's not it. Don't worry about that. That was a
Shit sound like some Madonna about to come on. Like,
that's right here. it's your moment, cuz.
damn, yo.
You got your dad joke ready for us?
I'm always ready.
All right. Go ahead.
All right, y'all ready? It's your boy 50, dog.
50.
Yeah, 50 Cent.
Okay.
What did 50 do when he was hungry?
I just know. You know what? Don't even tell me that because I know it's going to be something stupid. Let me see if I can figure it out.
What did 50 do when he was hungry?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Fif- 58.
Okay.
Yo.
Yeah. Speechless?
Yeah, I am. I don't even know what to say. I really don't. You got anything to say?
Dumbfounded, just like that
Yeah.
joke.
You got anything to say, Deborah?
I don't never have anything to say behind them dad jokes. I just
Yo, like we always ask you to do, subscribe. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Comment, share, repost, all that good stuff, man. Once again, my name is Damian Johnson.
You already know. Kino Bino.
definitely.
Last day be out.